Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know where the hell we are, and do you remember what the hell happened?
Well, we just finished reading Isaiah chapter 34.
Sure as fuck
And
did.
in there was a lot of birds and Edom getting trashed and turned into a hellscape and birds. There was birds. There was a lot of birds. There was owls.
There were so many owls. But
yeah.
They might not have been owls. He might have been talking about demons.
Right.
Instead
And
of
Lilith
birds.
maybe sort of kind of in
As
a
a
roundabout
demon?
maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Sure.
Yeah.
The Valley
So-
of Hinnom and that whole hell thing.
Yeah. So it was hellish or something.
Sure.
And that was Isaiah chapter 34.
Yes.
Which means that today we'll be getting into...
Isaiah chapter 35.
All right. You ready to do this?
Yes, I am. Okay, so we are hopping into Isaiah chapter 35.
Okay.
Whereas the previous chapter was a bunch of hellscape.
Yeah.
This one's about blessings.
Oh.
You know.
Blessings.
Yeah, back and forth.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
We're going to murder everybody, and now we're going to bless the rest of you that are still alive.
Because he's,
He's
bipolar.
likes to help people out and stuff, I guess, right?
Yeah.
After he kills them all.
Sure.
Okay.
The desert and the parched land will be glad.
Oh, okay.
It's going to get happy.
Yeah,
Come on, get
I thought,
happy.
but didn't they say in the last chapter, didn't they say it was going to be forever?
Mm-hmm.
Like that was forever.
Yeah.
So this isn't forever.
Well, hush your mouth.
Okay.
The wilderness will rejoice and blossom. Like the crocus, it will burst into bloom.
What's a crocus?
It's a type of flower, and we've actually run into this before. The translation that we use, I think it was in Psalms maybe, or Proverbs.
Okay.
Or Song of Songs.
Yeah.
One of those three. But they mentioned the crocus. And actually, most translations use the word rose instead of crocus. And two other ones are lily and jock something.
Jock something.
Jock
Okay.
something.
All right.
I can't remember. It's a type of flower.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's
a flower.
It's a flower.
Okay.
Like the crocus, it will burst into bloom. It will rejoice greatly and shout for joy. All those flowers.
They're
always
shouting
do.
for joy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The glory of Lebanon will be given to it, the splendor of Carmel and Sharon. They will see the glory of the Lord, the splendor of our God. Strengthen the feeble hands, steady the knees that give way. Say to those with fearful hearts, be strong, do not fear, your God will come. He will come with vengeance, with divine retribution, he will come to you.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
He gonna
Divine
get ya.
retribution.
That's what
Don't
Trump's
fear.
saying.
He'll come to you with fear.
Yeah.
What? Because you're supposed to fear him,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
you're gonna don't fear. He'll be there so you can fear him.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Don't worry, he's coming to get ya. Not in a good way.
Right.
Yeah.
God's
Yeah.
almost like a boogeyman,
He's very much like the boogeyman.
right?
But painted gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Then will the eyes of the blind be opened and the ears of the deaf unstopped.
Unstopped.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know how your ears be all
They're just
stopped
stopped
up?
up. It's all that wax
Mhm.
built up,
Yeah. Yeah. Then will the lame leap like a deer and the mute tongue shout for joy.
Wow. This is a lot of miracle stuff happening here.
It sure as fuck is.
Yeah.
Water will gush forth in the wilderness and streams in the desert.
Oh, dang.
This is so much
Man,
goodness
that's
happening.
amazing.
The burning sand will become a pool, the thirsty ground, bubbling springs.
Okay.
In the haunts where jackals once lay, grass and reeds and papyrus will grow,
I see.
and a highway will be there. It will be called the Way of Holiness. It will be for those who walk on that capital W way.
Okay. Yeah.
The unclean will not journey on it.
I see.
Wicked fools will not go about on it.
Is this where the stairway to heaven is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
And also take the high road.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
This is the high road.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is very New Testament-y.
Sure.
Jesus words.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
No lion will be there, nor any ravenous beast. They will not be found there.
I see.
But only the redeemed will walk there, and those the Lord has rescued will return.
Okay.
They will enter Zion with singing. Everlasting joy will crown their heads. Gladness and joy will overtake them, and sorrow and sighing will flee away. The end.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of good stuff happening to people that made it through all that total destruction.
The land's being torn apart with blood everywhere.
Yeah. And the
dancing in animal fat.
The tar pit that is Edom.
Yeah.
I mean, God really fucked people over in the chapter prior to this, at least as far as a prophecy is concerned.
Right.
And now
the
we're
fires
just like,
of Gehenna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're just like, I guess it's all forgiven and everything's going to be good again. Yay!
Woohoo!
That's God
Love
for
me
you.
a retribution party.
I think that this guy just like, I think that this is straight up Isaiah. I think Isaiah is like, he's like, I am going to tell you all the bad shit that's going to happen. And then I'm going to tell you that if you're good, this is how, like, this feels like a sales pitch.
Yeah.
It feels very, like the media that we watched today, actually, like insofar as like, this is all the bad stuff that's happening because of this. And if you don't do this, then we're going to be horrible and everything's going to be suck.
If you don't vote for the Republicans, then our southern border is going to open wide up. And even though they haven't for the last 50 years, they're all of a sudden going to come get you. Every single bad guy across the whole entire planet is going to come up from that southern border with all their drugs and guns, and they're going to be killing us on the streets.
Right, and only Trump can save us.
Only Trump or whatever Republican they put forth, but by God, do not put a Democrat in there. It will happen someday, somehow.
Right.
Not really, but whatever.
But doesn't it sounds very familiar. It sounds like the same shit that we're dealing with today. It's just in a biblical, this is biblical. You know, like it's the same rhetoric. It's the same words. It's just in a different context.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, that was a short chapter today.
It sure as fuck was.
So I guess, we all get a break and we get to go home early today and, listen to another podcast or something maybe. I don't know.
That's nice because we're recording this on my birthday.
We are. Happy birthday, wife.
Thanks, husband.
Yeah. If you'd like to send wife a birthday well wish, do so on our various social medias. Or, we do have an email address. It's sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
Send wife some happy birthdays.
Yes, dude.
Or at least, I guess when you get this, it'll be like a belated happy birthday.
But I'm going to tell you, I am not soliciting dick pics.
No.
Do not send me those.
I will see them first, and I will come back at you.
Do not send those. Like, I'm not trying to kink shame. Whoever likes dick pics, that's great for them. I am not one of those people.
Right.
That is not what I want for my birthday, friends.
No. Nope. No. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, I guess that was Isaiah chapter 35.
Sure as fuck was.
Which means that tomorrow we will be back with
Isaiah chapter 36.
All right. We'll see you then.
Okie dokie.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.